Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom called Surya, there lived a wise and just king named Virendra. He was known throughout the land for his fairness and his care for his people. Now, King Virendra wasn't the kind of ruler who stayed locked away in a grand palace, far removed from his subjects. No, every week, he opened his palace gates and invited anyone to come and speak to him, sharing their troubles. One day, an old farmer named Raghav came before the king. He was a simple man, dressed in worn clothes, and in his trembling hands, he held a small pot of grains, everything he had left. Bowing before the king, Raghav said, "Your Majesty, I have lost everything. My land, which my family has farmed for generations, has been taken by the landlord. I have no way to provide for my family now." King Virendra leaned forward, his eyes full of concern. "Tell me, Raghav," he said gently, "who took your land, and why?" Raghav explained, "The landlord, Ratan Singh, says my family owes him money. My father borrowed a small amount long ago, but we paid him back. Still, he claims the debt was never cleared, and now he's taken our land." The king's face darkened. He had heard rumors about this landlord before. Ratan Singh has wronged others too, he thought. I must see for myself what is happening. So, the very next day, King Virendra disguised himself as a simple man and set off for Raghav's village. He walked among the people, speaking to the villagers, and soon learned the truth. Ratan Singh was no honest man. He had been stealing land from many families, using lies. King Virendra sat on his throne, his voice strong and steady. "Ratan Singh," he said, "you stand accused of taking land from the people of this village, through dishonest means." Ratan Singh sneered, "These are lies, Your Majesty. I have the documents to prove that the land is mine." "Show me these documents," the king replied. Ratan Singh handed the papers to the royal scribe, confident that they would protect him. But the scribe carefully examined them and quickly discovered what the king had suspected: the documents were forged, the signatures were fake, and the debts were fabricated. Ratan Singh's arrogance vanished. His face paled as he realized his scheme had been uncovered. He fell to his knees before the king, pleading, "Please, Your Majesty, have mercy." But King Virendra was a ruler who believed in justice, not in turning a blind eye to wrongdoings. "You will return every piece of land you have stolen," he declared, "not just to Raghav, but to all the families you have cheated. And you will personally help rebuild their farms and homes until their lives are restored." The villagers, who had gathered to hear the king's judgment, erupted into cheers of joy. Raghav, with tears in his eyes, stepped forward and said, "Your Majesty, you have saved my family. I can never thank you enough." King Virendra smiled kindly at the old farmer. "A king is only as strong as his people," he said. "Justice is something we must practice every day, for without it, there is no peace." From that day forward, King Virendra's reputation grew even greater. He was known far and wide as the just ruler who protected his people, no matter their station. And under his wise rule, the kingdom of Surya flourished in peace and prosperity for many, many years. And so, the legend of King Virendra lives on, reminding us all of the power of truth and justice.